Hello and welcome. This is an unofficial guide to the video game Mortal Company. Mortal Company is the fake version of Lethal Company, which you can download off Google Play Store for mobile for free. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of Mortal Company. This includes a guide to all the moons, monsters, dangers, and many other things that are a vital part of Mortal Company. Anyway, now let's get into the video. Experimentation is a place of many industrial artifacts. This moon contains 2 fire exits and, of course, the main entrance. This moon contains several dangers. This includes Earth Leviathans, usually spawning outside quite rarely. This also includes turrets at a quite high spawn rate, pretty much a guaranteed turret every time you go to experimentation. This also includes mines at a very high spawn rate, basically a guaranteed spawn rate, and hydro deer at a medium spawn rate. This also includes coil heads at a medium spawn rate. They're not rare, and they're not a particularly high spawn rate either, but you know, they're there. So those are basically all the monsters that can spawn on experimentation. So I'm now going to show you the way to the main entrance. So you just head straight from the ship towards the ladder, and then you will make your way up the ladder, which basically leads you straight to the main entrance. Just like that, you're there. To get to the first fire exit, basically straight after you've exited the ship, you just want to turn left and head straight up the hill towards the fire exit. Once you're in, this will directly lead you to the moon base, and it will sometimes connect up with the main entrance too. To head to the second fire exit, straight away as soon as you exit the ship, you want to turn right and head straight up the hill, which will lead you to the second fire exit. So getting to the fire exits is pretty basic on experimentation. Assurance is a desert-based moon and is relatively easy to navigate. On this moon, we have 1 fire exit and, of course, the main entrance. Some of the monsters that usually spawn on this moon are Earth Leviathans at a medium spawn rate, Coil heads at a common spawn rate, Jesters at a very rare spawn rate, I've only ever gotten 1 on Assurance, hydro deer at a medium spawn rate, turrets at a medium spawn rate, there's always a turret, mines at a medium spawn rate, and you can usually find about 3 to 9 items of scrap on this moon, so it's not a particularly rich moon. So those are basically all the monsters that can spawn on Assurance. Now I'm going to show you the way to the main entrance. So you want to head round to the back of the ship and then head under this black pipe in between these 2 small hills. Then you want to keep going forward and head through this gap in between the big rock. Once you're there, you want to head past these large water tanks and then make your way up the ladder, and then you will be at the main entrance. To get to the fire exit, you want to head around the back of the ship and then keep walking straight. Then you want to head under this pipe and keep going until you get to the fire exit. So Assurance is a pretty basic map, I have to say, and I think that's basically everything I can say about Assurance. March is a forest-based moon, and is possibly one of the biggest moons in Mortal Company. On this moon, we have 2 fire exits, and of course the main entrance. The monsters on this moon include giants at a medium spawn rate, Jesters at a medium spawn rate, coil heads at a medium spawn rate, turrets at a common spawn rate, mines at a common spawn rate, hydro deer at a common spawn rate, and a medium scrap rate of 4 to 12. To get to the main entrance on March, you want to exit out of the front of the ship and walk around the right side of the pond. Then you will walk past a grey rock and head over a small hill, and then you will be at the main entrance. So getting to the main entrance is very similar to how you do it in Lethal Company. So if you're already a Lethal Company player, you will find this quite easy. To get to the first fire exit on March, you want to jump out of the left side of the ship and head over a small hill and go past a rock. Then as you head down the hill, you want to turn left, and then soon you will find yourself at the fire exit. To get to the second fire exit, you want to take the same route over the hill, except when you get to the bottom of the hill, you want to turn right instead of left, and then go around a corner and you will be at the second fire exit. The coil head can only move when you're not looking at it, and is an extremely fast monster, so to escape from it, you must walk backwards towards the nearest exit while glancing at the coil head. It is very easy for a coil head to sneak up on you, as they are extremely fast, and in this game, they're a one shot, so as soon as they touch you, you're dead. One thing you should be aware of is coil heads know exactly where you are in the building, so as long as you're in their field of view, they will hunt you down. Another thing is that they have a nasty habit of taking alternative routes. They will sneak up on you by coming out through a door that you wouldn't expect. When you first see a Jester, it will usually be roaming around, and it will sometimes follow you. The Jester is harmless when it is roaming around or following you. If the Jester stops on the spot, it will take about 30 seconds to 1 minute before it starts cranking. Either that or the Jester will be glitched and won't be any harm at all. If a Jester starts cranking, it means it will enter its killing phase in about 30 to 40 seconds. When it is in its kill phase, its head will pop out and it will chase you. In this case, you must immediately exit the building before it kills you. Jesters mostly spawn near the main entrance. When a Jester is in its killing phase, it can reach speeds faster than a coil head, and you need to run towards the nearest exit before it's too late. To get a Jester out of its kill phase, all players need to leave the building and wait for 10 seconds. Then the Jester's head will lower back into its box, and it will go back into its roaming phase. The giant can see but can't hear, and is extremely fast. If you see a giant walking, it may mean it hasn't seen you yet. In this situation, depending on how close to the ship you are, you can either 1. Hide behind a rock or bush and wait for it to pass. 2. Run back to the ship or head back to the fire exit / entrance to the moon base. If a giant starts running towards you and you're close to the fire exit, you can run back and enter through the fire exit into the moon base. You will be safer there than outside, and the giant will lose interest and go looking for you in other areas of March. Keep in mind that you are not safe inside the ship if giants are onto you. If you see several particles of dirt above the surface of a moon moving violently, this means that an Earth Leviathan will submerge in a matter of seconds, and if you happen to be directly on top of the spot where it is about to come out, it will eat you and you will be instantly dead. To escape an Earth Leviathan, you must run as quickly away from the spot that it is about to come out to get out of its way. Most of the time this is pretty easy to do. You just need to pay attention to your surroundings. If you happen to be carrying large amounts of scrap, e.g. V8 engines, axles, it may slow you down, so you'll have to dump the scrap and run. Another thing is that the Earth Leviathan likes to eat scrap, so if you are ferrying scrap back to the ship, it is more likely to target you. If you see Hydra Deer, you must simply just avoid it by walking past it. Hydra deer moves at a very slow rate and usually tends to block doorways, etc. If you get stuck in Hydra deer, after about 3 seconds you will die. Depending on how far into the Hydra deer you are, you can slowly inch your way out of it. If you see a turret, the best thing to do is to either avoid that particular room or run past it. Turrets usually spawn in doorways or around corners. One important thing you should look out for is turrets across the room, so always check on the other side of the building. A turret will rotate around the room, searching for you. Some turrets will rotate all the way around, or some may only rotate in certain directions. If a turret sees you, it will make a beeping sound before blasting rounds into your body. It takes about 7 hits before a turret wipes you out. Mines are relatively easy to survive. Just glance down at the floor every now and then. Every 4 to 6 seconds, a mine will make a beeping sound and flash red. That is one way to tell a mine is nearby. It also means it is activated. If you step on a mine, you will be instantly killed and your life will be over. Mines usually spawn in doorways or behind doors and in the middle of hallways. To escape a mine, you can either jump over it, as long as it's not in a doorway, or you can take a ride on the railings. Fake fire exits are very easy to survive, as long as you pay close attention to which one you are exiting. Fake fire exits usually appear at the end of hallways or in those small rooms. If you take a fake fire exit, a monster will appear from behind the door and eat you. To avoid taking a fake fire exit, you can use this simple strategy. When you walk up to a real fire exit, it will say fire exit. When you walk up to a fake fire exit, however, it will say feed. I hope that I have given you a basic understanding of Mortal Company and that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe so it can help small channels like mine. I would like to thank anyone who's ever appreciated one of my videos. It really puts a smile on my face to see the comments that you guys leave. Also, in general, I would just appreciate a subscriber because it took me, I don't know how long to make this video. Yeah, I was just busy, I guess, but it took me ages to make this video, so I'd really appreciate a subscriber. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.